Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video by Johnny IELTS. And today we have 3 students from, it's 4 now. Miss Thanh Phương is here. And so we will be doing our regular speaking practice. So class, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you should be ready for your speaking practice now. Hello, Miss Phương.
Hello.
Okay, Thao, please do not turn off your microphone unless there is a noise or something like that. Okay, we're doing our speaking practice anyway. Okay, so let's start with part 1 first. So we did 24 the last time. Now let's try 25, topic number 25, and I keep scrolling like this. People will be like, oh my god. Now, let's do 25. It's about environmental protection. Bảo vệ môi trường. So, tell us please, Mr. Nguyen, do you do anything to protect the environment? Mr. Nguyen?
Sorry, my internet was unstable.
Hello, Mr. Nguyen, do you do anything to protect the environment?
Can you hear me?
I hear you well.
Okay. So I think I once used many things by the oil, like a plastic bag, or use something made by oil.
Okay, so how about your friends, Mr. Nguyen? Do they also protect the environment too?
Oh, they protect the environment by many things. They use the electric bicycle, and some of them use the bicycle for protect the environment.
Okay. Okay, so Miss Van, how about you? Do you do anything to protect the environment?
The biggest thing I do to protect the environment is that I try to use less plastic things.
But you know, since you work as a doctor, you use a lot of plastic products too in the lab, in the dental practice, you know. So it's hard to reduce the amount of plastic that we use. What else then? So Miss Van, how about your friends? Do they also do anything to protect the environment? Miss Van, are you there? Hello. So will you do anything in the future to protect the environment?
In the future?
Yes, in the future.
Well, in the future, I tend to use bicycle to go to work or
to go to work. Kéo dài các bạn. To go to work.
To go to work, or to the supermarket, something like that in the short distance.
I might think about using bicycle.
What?
I might think about using the bicycle though. I think it's a better option. But the problem is, it takes your energy away from you, so you can do less productive things when you go by bicycle, you know. Mình sẽ lấy năng lượng của mình đi, mình sẽ ít năng lượng hơn để làm những thứ productive, những thứ mà sản sinh ra của cải vật chất khác. So, what do you think, Miss Phương? What do you think about traveling by bicycle? Is it a good way to protect the environment?
Yes, certainly in some ways that I think traveling by bicycle is a suitable way to protect the environment.
To protect the environment? How about our work? Do you think it's convenient to go by bicycle?
I think people can just 1 or 2 days by to travel by bicycle, and it can help to reduce the gas from us.
Okay. So, Miss Phương, did you learn about environmental protection at school? Did they teach you about environmental protection at school?
Well, actually,
Is there a subject or something?
Environmental conservation is always a topic that every teacher in my school.
In my school, I see. It's only a topic, but it's not a subject, isn't it? Wasn't it? Okay, I see. How about you, Miss Tan Thao? Do you do anything to protect the environment?
In my experience, thầy đang hỏi câu thứ ba đúng không thầy?
No. Listen carefully. Do you do anything to protect the environment?
Well, in my mind, từ từ thầy.
Okay, I'm waiting. Don't worry, I'm waiting. What do you do to protect the environment then?
Can I use solar panel?
Solar panel, of
On
course,
my roof?
why not? Very good. Solar panels. Anything else?
Solar panel.
Or maybe try to go by public transportation. Đi bằng phương tiện công cộng chẳng hạn. Try to go with public transportation. Maybe try to go together in a group, you know, đi thành nhóm. That will save a lot of fuel. So Thảo, would you like to work in a company related to environmental protection?
For me, I think that is a good idea, and I can contribute. I can contribute công sức á thầy nó.
I can contribute a lot of effort.
I can contribute a lot of effort in protect environment, and I feel I really happy when I help my environment become good.
Become better?
Yeah, become better. And I think and however, when I work in the company related to environmental protection, it's really it's not really high salary, but
the salary is not really high. The salary is not really high.
The salary not really high, but it can contribute.
The commission, the bonus is actually quite high.
but contribute with.
Miss Thao, you need to practice more. Now, Ms. Dong Nguyen, would you like to work in a company related to environmental protection?
Well, of course, I love to work for that company because the company can have many ways to protect the environment, and that company could contribute for the country and the environment.
Can contribute to the country and the environment, I see. Right, good. So how about education? Like at school, did you learn about environmental protection? At
Can you repeat the
school, did you
question?
learn about environmental protection?
Oh, of course, my school. Every school in Vietnam, I think they will teach about
They
environment.
teach, y kéo dài. I think they teach about.
Teach about environment.
Okay.
And
But do the people
they
actually do things to protect the environment? What do you think? Even though they learn those things, but do they actually do something to protect the environment? What do you think?
I think there will have more people. They will protect the environment because the education in Vietnam is still not good. But I think they will protect.
You think. Okay, good. Now let's come
Yeah.
to a part 2. Part 2, topic number 31. 31, isn't it? Okay, so it's a difficult topic about art, but I think we should do something else before we do 31, because 31 is difficult. Một cái topic rất là khó nha các bạn, cho nên maybe we should do more topics before we do 31. Let's try this one, 32. Describe a skill that you think you can teach other people. Miêu tả một kỹ năng mà bạn nghĩ rằng bạn có thể dạy cho người khác được. You should say what it is. Kỹ năng gì vậy? Who you can teach. Bạn có thể dạy ai được? How you can teach others. Làm thế nào bạn có thể dạy người khác được? And explain how you feel about teaching others. Bạn cảm thấy thế nào về chuyện dạy người khác? And then you have part 3 of teaching and learning. Cái việc dạy và việc học. Should teachers make jokes or be funny when they teach? Những người giáo viên có nên make jokes? Có nên là giỡn, make jokes, giỡn chơi nói đùa, or be funny, to be funny, vui, làm cho người khác thấy buồn cười. Should teachers make jokes or be funny when they teach? Người giáo viên có nên là làm người khác buồn cười hoặc là đùa giỡn khi mà họ giỡn chơi nói đùa khi mà họ dạy học không? Think about what you can achieve by doing so. Nghĩ về những điều mình có thể đạt được để khi mà mình làm điều đó. What you can achieve by doing so. What you can achieve by doing so. Think about what can you not achieve by you doing so. Chúng ta có thể không đạt được gì bằng chuyện làm chuyện đó nữa. And think about the consequences. Hãy nghĩ về những cái hậu quả đó cơ. The consequences. And think about the benefit as well. Hậu quả và cái lợi ích nữa cơ. Next question. What qualities should teachers have and why? Những người giáo viên nên có những phẩm chất gì? Qualities. Tại sao? Like think about being hardworking. Being hardworking. Think about enthusiasm. Sự nhiệt huyết. And the adjective form is enthusiastic. Nhiệt huyết, có nhiệt huyết. Enthusiastic. Think about the knowledge, of course. Think about dedication. Sự tận tụy. Sự theo đuổi đến cùng là commitment. Think about commitment. Because you need commitment because sometimes some students are difficult to teach. You need to commit and help them to the end. Có những học viên mà rất khó dạy, mình phải giúp họ đến lúc cuối cùng luôn, commit đến theo đuổi đến cùng luôn. To commit unto the end. So sometimes a good teacher should have that. What else? Do you think they should have a good appearance? Nên có diện mạo tốt không? And what else? Do you think they should have a good voice? Have a good voice. Có nên có một cái giọng nói tốt hay không? And why not? Think about what other thing you think a teacher should have. What the other thing you think a teacher should have? Just need to explain that. Give some examples. But remember, not about yourself, okay? About teacher in general. Cho ví dụ không về bản thân nha các bạn, nói về giáo viên nói chung thôi. Now, next question. Which do you think is more important? Các bạn nghĩ cái nào quan trọng hơn? Practical skills. Practical skills. Các kỹ năng thực tế. Or academic skills. Những kỹ năng học vấn, học thuật. Bạn nghĩ cái kỹ năng quan trọng hơn? Chuyện học, học vấn, học thuật, kỹ năng về sách vở, lý thuyết hay là kỹ năng thực tế? Academic skills here also mean theoretical things, những thứ mà liên quan lý thuyết, theoretical things. Which one is more important? I think it also depends on the situation. Đương nhiên nó còn tùy vào tình huống, it depends on the situation. Và đương nhiên mình sẽ mở ra tình huống, các ví dụ open like the different situation and you try to analyze, try to discuss it. Mình nói cái câu nó tùy tình huống, xong mình mở ra cái tình huống để mình phân tích thử xem là cái nào quan trọng hơn. Think about the fact that some jobs they require a lot of practical skills. So academic skills sometimes is not that important. For example, being a plumber, for example, người thợ sửa ống nước chẳng hạn. Being a plumber, or being a carpenter, người thợ mộc chẳng hạn. But some job they require both, so you can agree that both are important as well. Đương nhiên mình có thể nói là cả hai đều quan trọng. Ví dụ như nghề nào? Like for example, a doctor, a pharmacist, a dentist. Other ones, like for example, a designer, nhà thiết kế chẳng hạn. Like a web designer, nhà thiết kế web chẳng hạn. Of course, both skills are important. But sometimes when you go into research, when people do research, academic skills are important. Like for example, they need to find good sources. Tìm những cái nguồn tốt thông tin, find good information sources. They need to know how to write good, biết cách viết luận, how to write essays. But so it depends on the situation. Nó tùy tình huống mình đi vào cái gì, đi vào sản xuất, đi vào làm ngành nghề, đi vào nghiên cứu hay là làm cái gì đó. Okay, next question. Which age group is the best at learning new things and why? Nhóm tuổi nào là tốt nhất ở chuyện học những thứ mới, tại sao? Well, try to be open-minded. Các bạn hãy suy nghĩ thoáng đi, các bạn đừng có bao giờ nghĩ là nhóm tuổi là trẻ con nít là học dễ nhất nha. Well, try to be open-minded because because people often say that children learn best. But I don't think so. Thực sự thầy không nghĩ là chuyện children học tốt nhất đâu. Because some skills they require previous skills in order to learn. Một số kỹ năng họ yêu cầu những cái kỹ năng trước đó as a prerequisite. Đòi hỏi trước đó phải hoàn thành thì mới được học môn này. Pre mean before, you know, prerequisite, require. Prerequisite. là cái đòi hỏi, ví dụ như là học môn B thì phải học được môn A thì mới học được môn B được chẳng hạn. Like if you want to take subject B, you have to pass subject A, for example. Because of that, children cannot do. Of course, you have to be old enough to sometimes take the course. Có một số khóa học mình phải đủ tuổi mình mới học được nha. Và còn một số cái nó giới hạn tuổi nữa cơ. Like some subjects, they limit the age, you know. Cho nên các bạn hãy suy nghĩ thoáng trong cái câu này. Please think open. Try to have an open mind in this question. Okay, now I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 phút suy nghĩ cho hai chủ đề này, cho hai này bắt đầu. Okay, let's do it now, class. Okay, Miss Thanh Phương, please, can you be the first person to describe a skill that you think you can teach other people?
Yeah, I have to say that there are a lot of skills that I wish to learn.
Okay, let's try again. Okay.
I have to say that there are a lot of skills that I wish to learn, and however, there is one skill that I know very well, and I am able to teach other people, and
Okay.
that is the skills of playing the piano, and I have learned this skills for about 5 years, so
Okay.
I have a simple knowledge to teach my
To
younger
teach,
sister,
y kéo dài. To teach
my younger sister or younger cousin, and I can let them to my house and teach them the most simple things like the symphony of the piano, and also when I teach them, I can improve my skills of playing the musical and
To playing the musical, are you sure? To playing the music. Danh từ, tính từ lẫn lộn.
And the music of the piano can also help to reduce the anxiety.
To relieve the anxiety. To relieve the anxiety. Giảm cái sự căng thẳng, sự lo lắng.
And manage stressful thoughts.
Stressful what? Stressful what? Sorry again. Stressful what?
Thoughts.
Stressful cái gì nữa mới được á? It's like stressful something. What?
Thinking.
Okay, try to speak clearly. Phải nói rõ ràng ra. Trời ơi, em cái nút âm nút này nút nọ dấu này thì không có nghe rõ. I cannot hear you well. You have to speak clearly.
And also decrease the negative thinking.
The what?
And
Reduce the
decrease negative thinking.
Anyway, okay, so Mr. Nguyen, please, can you describe a skill that you think you can teach other people?
I have some skill, like I can remember to learn history very quickly, and I teach to my
No, teach someone, không có teach to, không có giới từ, there's no preposition. I can
teach my some brother and sister who take part in the excellent student next year, because
who will take part, it's in the future, tương lai. Who will take part in the next year's competition.
So I was take part in that competition, so I know how to learn and how to remember weekly the knowledge about history. So
Okay.
I teach my next generation who take part in the next competition, like they learn more faster.
More faster,
This
or
is how I
they learn
more
faster? They learn faster.
faster. They learn
Okay.
faster.
Okay.
I teach them by the logical and
Teach. Y kéo
just
dài.
like teach. I teach them some some logic to learn. Like if B beat the A will defend the B.
Okay, good. How do you feel about teaching others?
So when I teach in other people, they they feel more confident for the competition.
They will have a
and
more confident attitude. They will have a
confident
more
attitude.
confident attitude.
Will have more confident attitude, and I feel happy because I help people and my next generation to have the highest prize to the next year.
Okay, higher price than next year. Okay, good, good, good. Rất tốt. Now, Miss Văn, please, can you describe a skill that you think you can teach other people?
There is a skill that I can teach other people.
Teach.
Teach
Y kéo
other
dài.
people.
I think I can teach other people.
Can teach. However, I am not very good at this kind of skill, but I know how. I am on the progress of get on well of it, and I know the method to be good at that skill. It is time management.
Time management is a good skill to learn. Very good. Quản lý thời gian là một cái kỹ năng rất là tốt luôn á để học á.
Okay, đầu tiên là I realized that many friends and my colleagues usually colleagues.
Many friends and my colleagues
usually get stressed whenever there are too many deadlines.
Whenever they have to face many deadlines. Whenever they have to face many deadlines.
Như có một cái idiom về
yes,
là
when they are snowed under. Giống như là bị vùi lớp tuyết vậy đó. Whenever they are snowed under. Or whenever they have to face many deadlines, yeah.
Yes,
okay, let's try that again. Whenever, yes.
Okay, whenever they are snowed under, they usually get stressed. So that gọi là gì? I share the method with my friends, and they that have some overcome the difficulties. The skill is that it is divide the stuff, the work.
Đừng dùng chữ stuff, đừng dùng chữ stuff nha trong IELTS. Don't use stuff in IELTS, remember? Divide the work, sorry. Divide the work or divide the task, tác vụ.
Okay. They can divide the task into 4 categories. The first one
into 4
categories. The first one is for important and thing and emergency. For this type of task, you must do this task first. The second category is for important thing but not emergency. so you can do it later.
Okay.
And the third one is for not important thing but emergency. If you can complete this task in a short time, in a short time you can do it. But if it costs you amount of time, you can ask other people to help you.
Okay. Good.
And the last one is a thing it is not important and not emergency either. So you
Okay, but that's
completely...
too much. I think it's 4 minutes already. 4 phút rồi nha. You know. So basically you are going too deep into describing what you teach. You should not do that. Đừng đi quá sâu vào chuyện mình sẽ dạy cái gì nha. So maybe you should stop at time management already. Mình nên ngừng ở cái chỗ mà em đang nói về time management, là ngừng đó được rồi. And you should talk about how you feel about teaching others, you know. Chúng ta có 2 phút để nói về part 2 thôi nha mọi người. Remember, part 2 you have only 2 minutes maximum to talk about a topic. So, how do you feel about teaching others?
Gọi là I'm glad that I can help other people to help them overcome distraction and make the work more...
to overcome the stress.
Overcome the stress and help improve the productivity.
Improve the productivity. Những âm 3 nha. Sức lao động. Sức năng suất hay sao? Năng suất. Improve the productivity. Very good. Okay, good. Now, Miss Thanh Thảo, please, can you describe a skill that you think you can teach other people?
Well, I realize I am not good at any fields. I
remind. Are you sure? Remind. Từ đó có dùng hợp lý không?
Realize. Nhận ra.
I realize. To realize. To realize. To realize. Realize. To realize. Những âm đầu nha. I realize.
Well, I realize I am not good at any fields, and I think you must have experience about the situation or have to knowledge in the fields you can take the other people.
Okay.
And I think there's một việc đó thầy nói sao thầy?
There's a task, there's a job.
There's a job I think I can work to do, but I am not confident about
confident about doing it.
Yes, and that is to convince someone when I want to anything, but demand not too much. Demand not too much.
Okay, that's 2 minutes already. 2 phút rồi. Okay. Now. Tập trung vào 4 cái điều you should say thôi. Try to focus on what you should say. Okay, let's try again. Miss Thanh Thảo, let's try again. Thử lại lần nữa đi. Describe a skill that you think you can teach other people. Tập trung vào 4 điều này. Focus.
Well, I realize
that.
Well, I realize I am not good at any fields, and I think you can teach the other people. You must have knowledge in the fields, or you experience various situations about the field. You may take the other people, but I think there is a job I can work to do, but I am not confident. It convince someone when I want to anything to I want something and
Okay, anything else? Tập trung. How do you feel about teaching others?
and
Yes. Các bạn đi thi thử đi. Mấy bạn thi thử IELTS đi. I think you should try to do the IELTS test now and maybe try to do it later once you are more ready. Thi thử một lần đi. Xong rồi mấy lần sau mà nó vững vàng hơn nhiều thì mình thi lại lần nữa chẳng hạn. I think you should do that. Okay, good. Now let's go to part 3 of teaching and learning class. So now, Ms. Thanh Phương, please. So, what do you think? What qualities should teachers have and why? Ms. Thanh Phương, please. Okay.
Should have enough knowledge to teach students, and they can also make
Không nghe được nữa.
Yes. Ủa, mọi người không nghe được bạn nói hả?
Dạ không.
I cannot hear you very well either. Ms. Thanh Phương, can you try again?
Teachers should have enough knowledge to teach students, and they can also have funny characteristics to attract students concentrate on their lessons.
Concentrate on their lessons, okay. Okay, but I'm asking you the second question. Thầy hỏi em câu thứ hai nha, chứ không phải câu thứ nhất đâu nha. Trời ơi các bạn ơi, Phương ơi, tập trung chú ý vào các bạn. Okay, so Mr. Nguyen, please. So what do you think? What qualities should teachers have and why?
I think teacher need to have a good voice, because if your voice cannot please the student, they can get sleepy, and sometimes they won't focus on the lesson.
On the lesson, yes.
And I think they have some standard about.
Phải có tiêu chuẩn chứ. Of course, they have to have standards. Of course, they have to have standards.
So they have some standard about like their knowledge, and their knowledge about, like, the teacher of the math need to have the certified.
Have what? Need to have what?
Cái chứng chỉ á.
Need to have a certificate, you mean?
A certificate of the math, and like the English teacher, they have certified about the IELTS.
Well, to tell you the truth, teaching, you don't need all those things. You just need the ability. You just need the ability to teach. Thật sự dạy không cần mấy đó đâu. Nó chỉ cần cái khả năng truyền đạt là quan trọng nhất. The most important is how you teach, how you make students learn, how you help students to learn. Those certificates and papers are just to prove that you have studied about how to teach. Mấy cái tờ giấy chứng chỉ đó chỉ gọi là để chứng minh được rằng em đã qua quá trình đào tạo, huấn luyện cách để dạy học thôi. But it doesn't mean that you will be a good teacher. Remember that. Always remember that. Okay, so Miss Vân, what do you think? Should teachers make jokes or be funny when they teach?
As long as the joke is related to the lesson, teacher can make fun about it.
Can make fun about anything, I think. Okay, what else then? So, what would happen if they make jokes not related to the lesson then? Mình nên lật ngược vấn đề lại như vậy. Try to add something in the opposite direction so you can speak more about it.
If the teacher if the joke isn't related to the lesson, I think it will
Nó làm cho người ta bị rối. It will confuse people.
Distract the student.
It distract students. And then? It might have a bad effect on their study, right?
So rather than to remember the content, the nội dung, the lecturers, the lecturers, the student just remember the jokes.
Mm-hmm. They will remember the joke, but they will not remember the content of the lesson. That's weird. But that's how it always is. Nhiều khi chỉ cần một câu đùa thôi, nhớ suốt đời luôn. Nhưng mà cái nội dung bài học quên sạch. Exactly. Đó là một cái điều nghịch lý cuộc sống các bạn. Well, what do you think, Miss Thảo? So, which age group, Miss Thanh Thảo, please, your microphone. Which age group is the best at learning new things and why? What do you think?
In my experience, I think the age group the best learning a new thing that is depend in the fields.
It depends on.
It depends on the thing they will learn. For example, if they want to learn a new language, most of the people think the young people
the best at learning new things, but what could be the problem here? You believe so?
Yes, can learn faster and easy to learn a new language. But
yes.
But if they study a skill such as
Em muốn học IELTS. Dạ con chị mới có 5 tuổi, học IELTS được không con?
Such as a skill.
If they want to learn for the IELTS exam.
A skill in a practical. It can the adult can learn easy. And
it's easier to learn when they are adults. It's easier to learn. It's easier to learn when they are an adult.
It's easier to learn when they are an adult.
Okay.
And
yes.
and there is no age group based on learning new things, and it depends. It depends on they study in in any fields, and
Okay, so you mean, so what you're saying is that there is no age limit to learn anything, which I agree. So, Mr. Nguyen, what do you think? Which age group is the best at learning new things, and why? Do you have the same opinion with Miss Thanh Thảo?
Well, I think
Well, what?
I think it don't. I think it don't. I
It
don't have
don't? Are you
the
sure it
same
don't?
opinion.
It
No,
doesn't.
I think I don't have the same opinion with Thảo. I think every age will have something in the is every age will have the some aspect to learning new things, like the children, they will learn the alphabet more faster,
Alphabet. The
and they
alphabet.
alphabet the
Alphabet.
alphabet the alphabet and and some and every age they can learn new
H.
things.
Every
New
age. Xuống
age,
dòng, xuống dòng.
new
Every
age,
age.
new age depend on the previous things they learned before, and every age they can learn the new things. If uh, when you when you uh, kind of very old, but you can still learn more things for your life, for your knowledge, to teach other people.
To teach other people. Okay. Good. Now, so let's go back to Miss Phương then. So, which you think, Miss Thanh Phương, please? So, which do you think is more important? Practical skills or academic skills? In other words, theoretical skills or practical skills? Which one are more important? Give examples, can you?
I think practical skills are more important than academic skills.
Okay. You need to explain why, for your reasons. Give examples as well.
For example, when students learn a new knowledge, they have to put in real life to practice and train the skills.
Okay. Okay, try to improve that by giving examples. Like, what is a situation where practical skills are more important than academic skills? And what is the situation when academic skills is more important than practical skills? Miss Phương, thử tách trường hợp ra, trường hợp nào cái nào quan trọng hơn? Và trường hợp nào thì là cái kia quan trọng hơn? Try to split into like different situation then. I told you before, Miss Phương. Thầy nói rồi mà. Thầy bày ý trước là rồi mà.
For example,
Yes.
to become a doctor, students need to practice very much.
Practice what? Need to practice what?
Practice very much.
Practice learning a lot, yeah?
To help other people. And
yes.
Otherwise, some teachers
Okay.
But for practice in real life, students must learn the academic knowledge.
Academic knowledge.
And then we can have enough knowledge wish to learn in your life?
Okay, hey, wait, excuse me, there's a noise from your side. Okay, so Thảo coi chừng nhiều khi cái ồn á, em tắt mấy đi. Okay, ồn phải tắt nhưng mà nó hết ồn thì thôi, bật lại. Alright, so Miss Văn, please. I think, no, sorry, I think we out of question now, so let's go to 33. Do you like sport class? Các bạn thích thể thao?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's do 33 now. Describe a live sport event. Live sport event. This is an adjective. Tính từ live nha mọi người. Live sport event you watched before. Miêu tả một cái sự kiện thể thao diễn live luôn á. Một sự kiện giải lao mà trực tiếp mà các bạn đã xem trước đó. You should say when it happened. Nó diễn ra lúc nào vậy? Where it took place. Nó diễn ra ở chỗ nào? Who you watched it with. Các bạn coi nó với ai? Explain how you felt about the experience. Giải thích bạn cảm thấy thế nào về cái trải nghiệm này. Remember, watching live sports event. Well, it can be live sport event means that you watch it at the moment that is happening. It can be like you watch it at the stadium, or it can be that you are watching it live on TV. Mình có thể nói là tôi coi trực tiếp trên TV, hoặc là tôi coi trực tiếp ở sân vận động cũng được mà. At the stadium. So both are okay, cái nào cũng được. And you can talk about, okay, let's go to part 3, sport event. Do you prefer to watch live sports or watch it on TV? Các bạn thích coi thể thao trực tiếp hay là coi trên TV? Well, think about what it can provide for you, provide to you. Think about the atmosphere at the stadium. Cái bầu không khí ở cái sân vận động. Think about the amount of people and the enthusiasm, lượng người và cái sự nhiệt huyết. Think about the fact that you are very close. The fact that you are very close to the athletes. Các bạn rất là gần với những người vận động viên. You are very close to the athletes. And so you can feel it. You can feel them and you can encourage them. You can encourage the competitors. Các bạn có thể khuyến khích những người mà tham gia thi đấu. You can encourage the competitors, but you cannot do that when you watch on TV, of course. Không thể nào mà khuyến khích mà cố lên. Không thể nào khuyến khích như vậy khi mà coi trên TV được. You cannot do that. But you can do that when you do live sport, when you watch live sport at the stadium. Ở sân vận động có thể làm được điều đó. And so it could happen, like what happens after you watch live sports or watch on TV? Điều gì diễn ra sau khi các bạn xem nó? Well, after the live sports event, people can celebrate and they can get drunk. People can get drunk. They can get drunk, có thể đi uống rượu, uống bia cho nó xỉn, say xỉn chơi đó. Or people can đi bão ở Việt Nam. Well, in Vietnam, there's a culture that people often people crowd the streets. Con người ta làm cho đầy nhóc đường phố. People crowd the streets and shout and talk loudly to support their teams. Và nói chuyện rất là ồn để mà ủng hộ cái đội của họ. And talk loudly to support their teams. But people can often do that when they watch live sports or watch on TV as well. Nghĩ về những cái vấn đề khác thì bạn thích coi cái nào hơn? Some people do not have the the financial, they don't have the finance to purchase tickets. Còn nhiều người không có đủ tài chính để mà mua vé nữa cơ. To go to watch live sports. Because sometimes tickets to live sports event can be very expensive. Mắc lắm phải không đâu? Wow. But to support the teams they love, people are willing to buy it. Đương nhiên để ủng hộ cái đội mà họ yêu thích thì đương nhiên con người ta sẽ sẵn sàng họ mua vé thôi. Okay, next question. Why do some people like to watch live sports? Tại sao một số người họ thích coi môn thể thao mà coi trực tiếp? Think about what is missing. Cái điều gì nó bị hụt mất không? Có điều gì mà nó không có khi mà mình coi chiếu lại không? Is there anything missing when people watch recorded sports event? Những sự kiện thể thao mà được ghi lại. Recorded sport event instead of live sports. Khi họ coi là chiếu lại, nó khác gì với coi thể thao mà sống không? Is the enthusiasm still there? Cái sự nhiệt huyết nó có còn đó không? Is the enthusiasm still there? And can you scream in support of your team just like when you watch live sports? Mình có thể sẵn sàng mà gọi là hét lên đúng không? Vào! Khi mà mình không coi thể thao live không? Nó nghe có kỳ lắm không? Think about those facts. Does it sound awkward? It sounds awkward. Nó nghe kỳ lắm. It sounds awkward when you scream to support your team, but you did not watch a live sports event. You watch it recorded. Bạn coi là đã được ghi âm lại, ghi hình lại. It can sound awkward, yes. Okay, what else? After the live sports event, people can try to take photos with their beloved athletes. Con người sau khi mà chơi thể thao xong có thể ráng làm sao mà chụp hình với những cái người vận động viên mà dễ thương và những người vận động viên mà yêu thích của họ. They can try to take photos with their beloved athletes, or ask for signature. Ask for signature. They can even ask for the clothes from their beloved athletes too. Ask for the shirts of their beloved athletes. Có thể hỏi mấy người vận động viên đó cho cái áo được không, làm kỷ niệm. Something like that, yeah. But you cannot do that when you watch on TV. Of course you cannot. Okay, next question. What kinds of sports do Vietnamese people like to watch? Người Việt thích coi cái loại thể thao gì? Think about different type of sports that Vietnamese people like to watch. Beside from football, các bạn nhớ là trong IELTS tránh dùng từ soccer nha. Do not use the word soccer in IELTS because IELTS is British and they do not like the word soccer. Người Anh thực sự không thích cái từ soccer đâu, người ta thích từ football. Okay, beside from football, what else do Vietnamese people like to watch? Tennis? Badminton? Maybe tennis? Maybe badminton? Maybe martial arts. Martial arts, it's võ thuật, quánh võ thuật, martial arts. What else? You can talk about e-sport as well. Electronic sports. Nó gọi là e-sports, thể thao điện tử. Thực sự thể thao điện tử cũng là thể thao luôn nha các bạn, tại vì nó cũng tranh đấu, cạnh tranh rất kinh. Esports is also a kind of sport too, because when you play video games and you compete with the others, It's very competitive, very stressful. Rất là tranh đấu luôn và rất là căng thẳng, phải không đâu? Nó cũng là thể thao. That's why e-sport is a kind of sport. What else then? Do you think, okay, next question. Do you think competition is good for students? Anh chị có nghĩ rằng sự tranh đấu, cái chữ competition này có thể là sự tranh đấu hoặc là các cuộc thi. So, competition, cái mình cuộc thi hay là sự tranh đấu, sự cạnh tranh. Do you think competition is good for students? Các bạn có nghĩ sự cạnh tranh là tốt cho sinh viên học sinh hay không? Think about what competition can do to help people better their art. Giúp con người ta làm tốt hơn về những cái điều họ làm, cái nghệ thuật mà họ làm. To help people better their art. Động từ to better. To help people better their art. Think about the fact that competition drives people forward. Nó lái cho con người ta đi phía trước. Drives people forwards to achieve more, để có thể đạt được nhiều thành quả hơn. And you can also turn around the situation. Turn around the situation, lật ngược tình thế. Lật ngược tình thế lại. You can turn around the situation, lật ngược tình thế lại. What would happen without competition? Giờ không có sự cạnh tranh thì diễn ra chuyện gì? Think about without exams, without competition, would students want to study? Nếu mà không có đi thi thì liệu học sinh có chịu học không? Hãy suy nghĩ chuyện đó đi các bạn. Without the IELTS exam, would you study at my place? No, you would not. Okay. Think about what would happen without competition. Nếu bạn nghĩ về những cái gì xảy ra nếu mà không có sự tranh đấu. Con người ta sẽ lười nhác không? Will people become lazy? It promotes laziness. And there is a lack of motivation. Sự thiếu động lực để tốt hơn. There's a lack of motivation to become better. Okay, now you have 2 minutes. 2 phút suy nghĩ. Bắt đầu. Okay, let's do it now. We have 3 students left because Nguyen has to take another class, so he's taking off. All right. Miss Vân, please, can you describe a live sports event you watched before, please?
Okay.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Chương trình mà chào đón tân sinh viên là cái gì hả thầy ha?
It's a program to welcome new students. It's a program to welcome new students.
Okay. There was a live sport event that I have had a chance to watch. It was a football match. In the program to welcome new students when I was still stay on the college many years ago.
When I was in college, không có đờ nha. When I was in college.
And the rival was
No, we don't say rival. We say rivals when it's about love, love rivals, tình địch. The right word that you need to use is competitors.
Competitive.
Những người tranh đấu nhau, competitors. or you can use the word opponent, đối thủ. The opponent. The right word here is the opponent, I think, or the competing team, đội tranh đấu, đội đối thủ. The competing team, đội mà họ compete với mình á, đội mà họ cạnh tranh với mình. The competing team, yes.
The competitors were senior student, and it took place in the small stadium in the nearby districts.
Yes.
It was really quite fun. That I am my classmate that gọi gì cổ vũ á thầy, applaud and give encouragement.
We applaud and we support.
And we make băng rôn gì poster.
Sorry, try again. And we met.
Mấy cái băng rôn nữa cổ vũ là gì thầy? Poster hay là
poster, a banner, I think. Banners. I think banners. And we made the banners. Okay, that's a bit too much. Đang nói về quá nhiều thông tin không cần thiết. You're talking about a lot of unnecessary information now. Please stay focused. Tập trung các bạn.
Okay. However, we are just freshmen.
We were just freshmen, and we actually medical student, and we have no special skill on football. But we did win the game. We won the game, but we won the game.
Won the game. So we're so proud. We were so proud
of our achievement. Chúng tôi đã rất là proud về cái achievement của chúng tôi. We were so proud of our achievements. Yes.
And thanks to this competition, we have a chance to make friends with other senior students, and our relationship really tied together after that.
You mean our relationship becomes much more close? Right? We become much more close. Let's just say we became much more close. Chúng tôi trở nên thân thiết hơn nhiều. We became much more close. Okay. Right. Good. Now, Miss Thanh Thảo, please. Can you describe a live sports event that you watched before? Bật mic ta.
Yeah. I remember a live sport event. Yeah. I remember a live sport event I never unforget to now, because that is first time. Because that is the first time I watch it. In that time, I was watching with my family. That is at 9 p.m. o'clock.
No, we say o'clock or we say p.m. We don't say both. Không nói cả hai nha, một cái thôi.
Yeah.
Okay, when it was 9 o'clock, when it was 9 p.m.
Yeah. It's at 9 p.m. It is at 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m.
And because the first time I seen it, initially I think this it's just a match football. So
it was just a football match. We thought it was just a football match.
Football match and not and not really thrilling and amazing for me. But
Really,
when
it's really amazing. Oh no. Try again.
thrilling,
Nói lại câu đó. It's really amazing.
but it's not thrilling for me. But when
It's not thrilling. It was not
thrill,
thrilling. You mean
thrill,
thrilling?
yeah, thrilling
Okay,
for
good.
me.
To me, it was not thrilling to me because
But it's thrilling to me. But in the football match, I I feel is I feel in the each time is create surprise and really amazing for me. Um, and I and I and I see the match football.
the football match, and I think the football match.
I think the football match is not it's not really expect when uh, I I never seen it.
Okay.
Mm,
Oh dear. Now, okay, so Miss Phương, please describe a live sport event you watched before, please. Your microphone, Miss Phương, please. Okay, good.
Can you speak on
Yes, please.
can you speak on
Sorry, what do you say?
can you repeat the question?
It's describe a live sport event you watched before, please.
I have to say that have I I attended a live event about 2 years ago. It's a festival in Hanoi City, and is the festival was about the traditional food and some cultural activities. And I remember that I went here with my parents, and we had a memorable time together.
Memorable time together. Okay.
And the festival was really amazing. That
It's really amazing. Yes.
it had many outdoor activities to outdoor activities and attract many visitors from
It
everywhere
attracts
in
many.
my
It attracted
country
many
and
visitors from.
from
Từ từ thôi. It attracted many visitors from.
many places
From
in
different
my
places.
country.
From different places.
In my country.
Trời ơi, nói rõ ràng giùm thầy đi, cái mạng nó có
Also-
vấn đề rồi, em còn nói từ từ trong miệng nữa. Try to speak clearly. The net is not good and you need to speak clearly so people can understand what you're saying. Okay, let's try again that sentence. Thử lại câu vừa rồi đi, please.
The festival attracted many visitors from different places in my country and also international travelers. And I remember that I participated in many activities in this festival, such as trying traditional food and also attending a live music show with my parents. And I think that it was a really attractive and interesting event that I have attended ever.
That I have attended. right? Okay, good. Now let's go to part 3 of sports event now. So Miss Phương, please, do you prefer to watch live sports or watch it on TV, and why? Cố lên. Try your
Yes,
best.
to be honest, I am not a big fan of sports, so
Okay.
but sometimes I just watch a little sports in TV.
On
So,
TV.
on TV. So
I would just watch a little bit of sports on TV.
and I think it's more convenient for me to watch sports on TV than going to watch in person.
In a stadium. Okay, good, rất tốt. Now, Miss Văn, please, do you have the... Okay, why do some people like to watch live sports? What do you think? Yes, Miss Văn? Okay, so I've already analyzed for you what live sports can bring to you that other kind of like recorded sports event cannot provide. Think about the benefits and the drawbacks. Why do some people like to watch live sports even though it's expensive and it can be very crowded? Sometimes can be dangerous too, because people, when they are very enthusiastic, they can do things that damage or hurt the other people. Nhiều khi người ta nhiệt huyết quá, ta có thể giẫm đạp lên nhau chẳng hạn. Yeah, it can be dangerous. But why do some people like to watch live sports, Miss Văn? Do you know the reason? Anyway, Thảo, can you answer that question? Why do some people like to watch live sports? What do you think?
Yeah. I think it looks like you can accustom to your eyes a special event. Special
Even là
event.
những âm đầu, nó là cái từ khác. Event có chữ T cuối những âm 2.
Special event.
Yes.
And it can create a new experience when you like sports, because the natural human is really like
They're really curious.
Yeah,
of course.
they're really curious and
in
they,
nature, humans are really curious and
then they feel when they see a recorded
sports, yes.
Recorded sport is not amazing and surprised, because after the match sport, the information appear on the internet, and everyone talk about it, and everyone talk about it.
Okay, good. So, Miss Vân, are you there? Hello? Nên chị Vân chứ bận rồi đó. Okay, so Thảo, can you answer the next question? What kinds of sports do Vietnamese people like to watch?
It's football. It's simply each people, each home. Everyone they watch the every match when the football Vietnamese
when a Vietnamese football team
Yeah.
When the Vietnamese football team
When the Vietnamese football team participate in any event, sport in a sport event.
Còn gì nữa không ta?
And most of the people,
most of the people,
I knew it. They always play a football, but it's not the other sport that is substantiate the football influence.
Substantiate. That's such a very high band score words. But what do you mean by substantiate? To substantiate. What do you mean by that word? I don't understand that word. What do you mean? Ý em là sao cái từ đó substantiate? What do you mean by substantiate?
It shows everyone. It show everyone show everyone the truth đó thầy, cái chứng minh đó thầy.
To prove that, right?
Yeah.
To prove the truth behind. Okay, good. Substantiate. Well, let me check. Substantiate. To substantiate means to show someone to be true, something to be true, or to support a claim of fact. Substance, một cái chất nào đó, một cái gì có chất. Substantiate, làm cho cái gì đó nó chứng minh điều đó có thật. Okay, good. To substantiate, yes.
Substantiate football influence in the Vietnamese people. Vietnamese people.
Okay, good. But I think the Vietnamese people are, the influence of football on Vietnamese people actually quite significant. Cái ảnh hưởng của football lên cho người Việt thực sự rất là đáng kể luôn á. It's significant. Okay, good. But okay, so Miss Phương, can you answer the last question, please? Do you think competition is good for students?
I think it depends on the situation.
What situation?
Firstly, when in study, students need competition to improve their study and also get prize of their get prize
Of their what? Of their what?
Students need competition to improve their study and
Okay,
also,
to improve their study, yes.
also get prize when they get high score in school.
School?
School.
In school, oh.
School.
No, school, oh.
School.
Nó là school, oh, phải là school nha. No, school, oh.
At school. But however, I think in sometimes when students get the competitions, they can be critiqued by other people, and
Okay.
other people will think that students are not friendly to play with, or students can have less friends when they always being in competition.
I still don't understand that what you're saying because your pronunciation is not so clear. Thực sự là về mạng vừa kém mà là cái phát âm em nó không rõ ràng nữa. Try to speak everything clearly like what I'm saying, please. Làm ơn luôn á, cái chuyện phát âm rõ ràng ta hiểu được, người ta sẽ đánh giá cao hơn, điểm cao hơn. Try to speak clearer, please. Em cứ ngậm trong họng vậy sao người ta hiểu? Okay, anyway, so I think that's okay enough for today's practice. Okay. Okay, that's the end of my videos. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also press follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook as friends, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nha. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này bạn bè các bạn. Nhấn vào nút đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nút cái chuông kế bên cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn sẽ được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể nhấn vào nút theo dõi Facebook mình, nhưng nhớ đừng kết bạn Facebook mình nha. Thank you and see you. Bye.